California's longest-serving senator, Dianne Feinstein, announced today that she will not run for re-election in 2024. At 89 years old, Feinstein is the oldest sitting member of Congress, and her retirement brings an end to a 30-year-long Senate career. She is the longest-serving U.S. senator from California and longest tenured female senator. And in the U.S. Senate, where the balance of power is over a single seat, Democrats will be forced to do some soul searching. Who should replace Feinstein? So far, only Congress members Katie Porter and Adam Schiff have announced their plans to run. And Schiff became famous when he led the first impeachment trial against former President Trump and is on the House January 6th committee. He says that he knew Senator Feinstein's announcement was coming, just not today. And she has not said if she'll endorse him or not, but our Morgan Reiner sat down with Representative Schiff following today's announcement in the Reiner Report.
I heard you say several times throughout this campaign of yours that you are running to protect democracy. What is it that you believe you can do to protect democracy in the Senate that you can't do from the House?
Well, I authored the package of our own post-Watergate-like reforms to strengthen our democratic institutions, to attack the abuses of power we saw during the Trump administration. That package passed the House. But we can't get it through the Senate. We need someone to champion that.
But you would, if elected, be replacing a Democrat, not a Republican. So is the work you're talking about going to be working and talking to other members of the Senate?
Yes, I'm certainly going to be making the case to other senators, and there are some Democratic senators who don't support doing away with the filibuster. We need to make sure that our representatives in the Senate are committed to doing that.
You did introduce legislation to suspend the gas tax, the federal gas tax, and I heard that you plan to reintroduce it again.
Yes.
In California, it's actually the Democrats who are the top Democrats against doing a suspension of the gas tax, and Republicans have been calling for it. Why do you think that is the right solution?
I think, the concern that many Democrats have about suspending the gas tax is that it funds a lot of infrastructure improvements, which makes it very important. The unique feature of my bill is that it would pay for the suspension of the gas tax by imposing a windfall profits tax on oil companies that are gouging. It will put Republicans to the test, though, I have to say. How much do they really support reducing the gas tax? Or are they more beholden to the oil companies and unwilling to support a windfall profits tax on them?
America went to sleep last night and woke up to the news of another mass shooting. What do you think needs to happen to stop those from continuing to happen?
It will require, I think, that we continue to not only fight for common sense solutions like an assault weapon ban, like a ban on extended ammunition clips, like truly universal background checks.
Do you think that California is taking the right approach? Recently, the governor and the attorney general announced that they are sponsoring legislation to enforce and strengthen the state's concealed carry weapons, the permits. A lot of critics say that that's only going to punish the law-abiding citizens, that the criminals don't even go through that legal route. What are your thoughts on how California is addressing gun violence?
I'm very proud that California has played a leading role in passing common sense gun safety legislation. The problem has been that people can bring guns from across state lines.
A lot of people have been paying attention to the balloons that have been flying over the country. As the former chair of the House Intelligence Committee, what can you tell us about that as the public awaits more information?
The first balloon that was shot down was clearly a Chinese surveillance balloon. The other unidentified as yet objects may be other kinds of balloons, or they may be other kinds of aerial phenomenon. And I wait to see what more we can learn. I was in a briefing today on it, and there's still a lot of unanswered questions. The fact that we don't know, though, is a problem. We really do need to know what's in our airspace.
Something that President Biden started off his State of the Union with was looking at Kevin McCarthy, saying, I hope I don't ruin your reputation, maybe I will, but I look forward to working with you. What is your relationship like with McCarthy, and do you see yourself working across the aisle with him to get what you want to get done before you potentially head off to the Senate?
I think I share the opinion of Kevin McCarthy that many Republicans have of Kevin McCarthy, which is that he doesn't stand for anything, that he has no core set of beliefs or guiding principles. And that makes it very hard to work with someone when you don't really know where they're coming from. All that being said, when Devin Nunes was the chair or ranking member of the Intelligence Committee, And we had profound differences over Donald Trump and his misconduct in Ukraine, with Ukraine, his misconduct with Russia. Nonetheless, we got our annual intelligence bills done every year. We managed to get the work done. And I shared President Biden's view that where we can work together and get things done on behalf of the American people, on behalf of Californians, I stand ready to do it.
Representative Katie Porter is the only person who has officially announced her intent to run, but more are expected to come now that Feinstein has made her official retirement announcement. Schiff says that he has been endorsed by 20 other California Congress members.